Okay, this is something I honestly didn't expect to be talking about this soon. Super Mario 64 DS is now running natively on PC through a new recompilation project. And if you've been following the recent wave of Nintendo PC Recomp projects, you already know why this is a big deal. But there's something special, interesting about this one. This isn't the original Mario 64 version of Mario 64. This is Super Mario 64 DS. The project comes from the developers behind Tango OS, and they've been working on the compilation of Super Mario 64 DS. The goal is to recreate the game original code in a form that can actually be compiled and run natively on modern hardware. And they have made some serious progress. The project is already around 98% function match, meaning an enormous amount of the original code has been successfully recreated and verified against the original. Now, there's something important. That doesn't mean the PC port itself is 98% finished. The developers make that distinction very clear, that the compilation and the native PC ports are two different milestones. But the fact that the project has reached this point is what makes the current alpha possible. And now we have an actual public build. You can download the early version from Tango OS website and run Super Mario 64 DS directly on your PC. This isn't just a DS emulation running inside another program. The goal here is a native PC version built from the game decompiled code. And because this is an early alpha, don't expect anything to be perfect. There are still bugs, missing features, control issues, and plenty of things that need to be cleaned up. But that's honestly what makes it so exciting. We're looking at the beginning of a project becoming a real PC game. And this is where things get really interesting. Super Mario 64 isn't simply Mario 64 with better graphics, it's its own version of the game. You got different playable characters, DX exclusive contents, additional stars, minigames, multiplayer elements, and a bunch of changes compared to the original N64 release. So once this project matures, we're potentially getting a completely different modding foundation from the existing Super Mario 64 PC projects. Imagine this thing once developers really start getting into it. Modern resolution, better controls, mod support, custom assets, potential widescreen improvement, and eventually, potentially all kinds of crazy community projects that simply weren't practical on the original DS. And I think this is the bigger story. We've watched N64 recompilation projects take off with games like Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon Stadium, but now we're starting to see this technology move beyond the N64. We're entering the DS era, and Super Mario 64 DS is pretty incredible game to be one of the first major examples. The fact that the compilation is already sitting around 98% function matching, while the native PC version is beginning to take shape, is a pretty strong indication of where this could be heading. This early alpha isn't the finished product, it's the foundation. So if you've been waiting for a native PC version of Super Mario 64 DS, it's finally happening. It's still early, so I'll definitely expect bugs and major changes as development continues, but this is one I'm going to watch carefully. Because if the developers can take Super Mario 64 DS from the early alpha to the polished native PC experience, we could be looking at the beginning of a whole new generation of Nintendo Recomp projects. I'll have to download information and project links in the description, and if you want to see more of my coverage and updates as this develops, make sure to subscribe. Because apparently we're not done putting Nintendo games on PC yet. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.